What is up, guys? 11:30 a.m. ish. Let's get rolling. Back to work after 10 days off. I am back to work. Let's see how they react to the scruffy beard here. It'll be under a mask for most of the time anyway, so it won't matter. I just want to talk about a couple things that I'm noticing in the market because there's certain things that I buy and certain things that I collect. There's certain things that I own and certain things that I sell. Right off the bat, let's talk about Steph Curry is a monster. Let's just get that out of the way. I don't know where he'll go down when it's all said and done. If he wins another title, I don't know. But when it's all said and done, I don't know where Steph Curry goes down on that list of the greatest, top 10. I mean, I don't know. Triple-double in night one to knock off the Lakers, and he puts up 45, I think, last night. Like, and nobody on the team is really that good. It's a team full of role players. I mean, Wiggins is there as a role player, never developed. Jordan Poole is there, and this is a prime example of sell when someone is hyped up. Jordan Poole put up 9 points last night. Yes, I know some people are going to say, "Oh, it was just one bad game." Well, he's had 2 games. One of them was decent. One of them was 9 points, and that's how it's going to be for him. He's not going to put up 20 points every night. But his prices are as of a person that is going to put up 20 plus a night. So Jordan Poole is the type of player that you would move off of when his prices were super high, because now people are going to see his inconsistencies just as a young player. It's not a knock on him. It just happens. It's the way that it is. We saw the Heat just demolished the Bucks. I mean, that was a different Bucks team than we saw against the Nets. The Heat just always tend to have the Bucks number. They know how to play defense on them. And if you look, I got to say it, Tyler Hero, he led the team with 27 points. And again, referencing back to Jordan Poole, there'll be nights when Tyler Hero isn't putting up 27 labs or eBay already. So, I would be a hypocrite to say, oh, go buy or hold all your Tyler Heroes when I just said you should have been selling Jordan Poole into the hype. So, yes, a lot of my Tyler Heroes are up for sale. And I'm going to profit off just selling half of them. I already have offers in and bids in to the point, and I set my bids at minimums to the point to where I'm going to profit off selling half of my Tyler Heroes, and I still have the other half to sell. So that's what that's the book, or that's where the predicament you want to put yourself in. It's a good position to be in. We had the Hawks decimate the Mavericks. Nobody on the Mavericks really played well. Luka didn't play that great. Porzingis didn't play that great. Their role players didn't play that great. Hardaway Jr., I think, might have got 18, which is typical for him. So I guess he played up to par for himself. And no one on the Hawks really blew up. Cam Reddish, I think, led the team with $20 points, which is going to probably cause a bump in his prices today. I can just see that. People want that to happen. People like Cam Reddish. So I can see his cards bumping up a little bit. But again, when you look down the box score for the Hawks, almost like everyone was in double digits. And that's the way that team is going to be. The only person who's ever really going to blow up, more often than not, is going to be Trey. Hunter will have big nights. Reddish will have good nights. Herter will have good nights. They just have their roster just stacked with scorers, and they're all going to divvy the ball out evenly, with the exception of Trey on the nights where, other people are cold and he just puts the team on his back. Didn't have to do that last night. So, again, there's that. One thing I do want to touch on with the hype generated around modern basketball cards, is this is an opportunity in other markets now, guys. And if you're already interested in this stuff, I'm not saying go do it, but if you want to make plays on some NFL players, probably now is going to be the time, very soon or now. If you collect vintage, or if you collect autographs, or if you collect, anything else, baseball, anything other than modern basketball right now, is you're going to have your opportunities right now because a lot of money is being focused on these hot players that have come out of the gate hot. Prices are going up. People are putting their money into modern basketball now when they should have done it 3 or 4 months ago. It should be selling now because now your opportunity and your windows are opening up on other markets. And I'll give you an example. I have multiple examples, but a card that came in the mail for me today. You guys know that I like the autographs: Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. J. Those 4 in particular, but I also buy autographs of other Hall of Famers. That's really what I've been focusing on. But really, those 4. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, I just picked up. This just came in the mail today. This is an immaculate on-card auto, numbered out of 49 of Magic Johnson. Now, the glare is not going to do me any justice, but this card, numbered out of 49, immaculate on-card, it's gold ink. I don't have one with gold ink. Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson autos are hard to get under $350 raw. If you're buying flawless, national treasures, immaculate, any of the top brands, under $350, they are tough to get. I usually average spending around $300 to $350 on my Larry Bird and Magic Johnsons, and the Magic Johnsons are always more expensive. Thank goodness for me because I like Larry Bird better. I just bought this a couple days ago at auction for $227. $227, about $125 off the average of what this card would normally go for. This card, I will tell you, 2 to 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't touch this card for under $350. I just wouldn't. I know from experience because of the auctions that I lose and the ones that I win around the $300 mark. And I got this for $227. I was completely shocked, but it's just an example of how the market right now is so focused on one thing, tunnel vision on modern basketball, and a lot of money is starting to be pumped into it, that now the other items that you might like your autographs and stuff of your Hall of Famers aren't getting that attention, and the auctions aren't being driven up. I got another deal yesterday. I wish I had them with me, but they've been shipped, and I was afraid the seller was going to back out. I won a game-used auto of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and a game-used jersey auto of Magic Johnson in a lot. Okay, one of them is a National Treasures, and the other one is a Cornerstones. Game-used jersey autos, not just autos. And I won that lot, I think, for under $450 for the lot. It was like $454 maybe. I'm not 100% sure on the price, but right around the $450 mark, I was looking at it, and I was like, man, I got that for like $225 a card. And those are game-used autos, and they're both numbered out of 25. I'm just telling you, your opportunity for other items that you like is there right now. Football on some of your younger players, especially if their teams are bad right now, if you like them longer, now is going to almost start being your football buying time coming into November. Modern basketball right now, unless you believe in the players really, really long term, is kind of a sell. Like I said, I'm selling half of my Tyler Hero cards, and they're selling. They've got bids. I'm getting offers on my slabs and eBay. John Morant's. Now, I like John Morant a little further into the season as well. So again, I've sold a select silver of his, but my optic hollow I've kind of hanging back on a little bit. Jaylen Brown, these guys that are hot out of the gate. We got some Alice in Chains, Down in a Hole. This is like my favorite Alice in Chains song. And I've also picked up some rock and roll items. I'm gonna get to a comment or so real quick. Joel says Hero sells, like him or hate him. He does, because you either like him or you hate him. That's him. There's not really anybody on the fence with Tyler Hero. He's one of those players that people either love him or they just want nothing to do with him. And the people that do like him will pay for his cards. Dwayne says he's in full baseball buying mode. Baseball didn't take a huge dip, but it is time. I've been looking. I've picked up some Bobby Witts. I've been looking at Vlad Jr. stuff. It is a good time to at least start looking. I still think baseball might have a dip coming because I think people are still riding the coattails of the playoffs and the coattails of the end of the season. How hot Juan Soto finished is still embedded in everybody's brain. So, I'm I'm going to start looking maybe even December-ish for a lot of markets. The NBA will probably dip in December. Baseball will probably dip in December. Football will be dipping in December. And it's around Christmas time, you know, if you have the extra income to spend on cards. I feel like around Christmas time, the market dips because everybody has to focus their money on other things. Just like in the casino. I work in a casino, and around Christmas time is our slowest time of the year because people just don't use their extra money to come out and gamble. I can see that with cards. Now, you could say, well, people are going to be Christmas shopping and things like that, but I don't think so much. I don't think it outweighs the amount of people who have to take their extra income and put it into other things around Christmas time, whether it's travel, buying gifts for their wife, which isn't going to be sports cards for most cases, you know, kids. Some kids aren't into the sports cards. The beard enhances my jawline. I don't know what I'm going to do with the beard. If it gets annoying, I'll probably get rid of it. Try to get to a couple more comments here. I'm pumped for my next live stream, guys, because I want to get out there and talk with you guys and take your comments and chat and things like that. Astro says, no, Nickeil Alexander-Walker from the Pelicans is going to have a big season. I liked him last year. I thought he was electric, but he will be slightly inconsistent. And the team is going to have to be better. And when Zion comes back, a lot of everybody else's scoring will funnel back into Zion's stat line. So I do like him as a player. I believe the reason they moved on from Lonzo Ball is because coaching staff believes in Nickeil Alexander-Walker, so they're going to play him. And he will have some big nights and he will have some off nights. When Zion comes back, everybody's stats will level off a little bit for that team, and that team needs to win. And they're not they just don't look very good. But anyway, guys, I got to run in. I'm going back to work after 10 days. I hope I remember what to do. I hope everybody remembers me. They might not even know who I am when I walk in there with this beard on. But anyway, look for your other cards that you like, because stuff is falling through the cracks. Like I said, this Magic Johnson on card out of 49, I picked up for $227 at auction. I wouldn't have been able to touch that under $350 2 weeks ago. And you guys can say, oh, yeah, you can. And I know firsthand. I search Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson autographs every night. Before I go to bed, I search autographs every night for new listings. And I win some and I lose more than I win. And Magic Johnson is one I lose a lot of because he tends to go over that $350 mark like every time. Dr. J, I look his stuff up every now and then, not so much. But just getting some deals on some stuff that's falling through because a lot of money is being focused elsewhere, guys. So be smart with that. Be smart with that. Don't, these players that we're talking about, Tyler Hero, and I'm selling him. But I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't be buying him. So I'm not trying to pump my own cards. I'm selling him because I think his prices are good to sell right now. I wouldn't recommend going out and buying him. John Morant, maybe, because I believe he still has more ceiling. Hero might have more ceiling, but he has more risk. So, again, just be careful on these guys that are hot out of the gate, because in a couple weeks, things will cool down a little bit. All right, guys, take it easy. It's been good chatting as always. Going to run into work. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Have a nice day.